Greetings and salutations in one of the most anticlimactic episodes ever. Yeah, I made a boo-boo. We've won the league. Some of you may see the top right corner there and see that it's the 30th of August. What happened? I got back from fishing. Had a lovely time. Didn't catch anything, but it was amazing. Switched off, just relaxed. Got stoned one night on the side of a lake whilst watching Liverpool beat Chelsea. It was perfect. Perfect what I needed before FM20 rolls around. Got back, had a little day off, had recorded videos, and then came excited the next day to record some Fort William end of season excitement. Recorded 2 episodes of Fort William. Then did all the summer transfers and stuff and recorded the first episode of the next season. Like, yeah, that was really good. I think they're good videos. Went in to edit them. There's no sound. I'd somehow, and I'm checking every 2 minutes now, managed to mute myself on OBS, which is what I used to record for the entirety of those 3 videos, which was the end of the season climax, if you will. So we won the league. The good thing is we were, there's still very much a very thin silver lining. We'd already got knocked out of Europe, so that's good. So, you didn't miss out on a semi-final versus Barcelona or anything. The very next game, but we already had a 5-point lead. So the very next game, we beat Celtic 3-1, which all but secured us the title. Lee Charles, Gaston and Alan Hartley goals. Supremo thing. Very good performance. Slipped up against Hearts, but we had games in hand, we had points in hand. Then a really fun game against Rangers, 3-3, Leo Charles and Alan Hartley. Whisper Meyer fucking tried to fuck me over again, didn't he? Did he score many goals last season? I feel like he only scored 12 goals. I feel like half of those were against me. So we drew with Rangers, but that time it was already a done deal. Beat Hibs 1-0. Ryan Miller had a pretty average season, decides to pop up second to last game of the season, cheeky little goal, and then gets a brace. That's not what he does. McBrearty also and Leo Charles, they had 2 men sent off in the end there. For a fourth, so we won the league, everybody. I'm sorry that happened. Obviously, I would have liked to show you the game where I was thinking about doing like a highlights video or just some music on the background. I thought, you know what, it wasn't a last game of the season anyway. We'd already sort of confirmed we were 5 points ahead when you left us anyway. So it's kind of like, fine. Is what it is. I'm definitely sound. Testing. Yes, definitely getting sound through now. I was thinking, so I'll show you my transfers and the start to the season. Sorry about this again. I haven't made many big, stupid mistakes like that. Football Manager 2020 is around the corner. I think we've got 2 seasons left at Fort William. Now, I think it's a bit of an ask to win the Champions League. Right? We may need another 20 years. But Europa League is a definite possibility, but that does require us to get knocked out of the Champions League, because we're obviously won the league, so we're in the Champions League group stage. Finish third in the group so we can get knocked into... Because the Champions League is beyond us, let's face it. Let me show you the transfers for the season. We've done some good work. You might want to scan down the right-hand side. A couple of big names have gone. Nanny McVie. But the big one, obviously, Arjen Hendricks has left the club. He had a year left on his deal, and I considered just letting it run down, to be honest. I thought he was never going to sign a new contract. He's too good for the club. He wants far too much money. He's gone to Schalke. He's earning 155 grand a week. He was earning 20 here, so it's kind of fair enough. Now, the value is a little bit low. He was valued about 18 million, I think, when we sold him. Valued at 42 now because of the contract, all that sort of stuff. I did have offers. I transfer listed him, and I was looking about and going, waiting for the big teams. There was loads of big teams in, massive Barcelona's, Tottenham sort of, and PSG. And I was thinking, here we go, lad, 60 million bid. Here it comes. It didn't come. Mainly because I think because we transfer listed him, so we're obviously trying to sell him. And also he's got a year left on his deal. The AI knows this, so the offers were much, much smaller. We got offers of about 22-ish million. But in the end, I decided to sell him to Schalke for 15 million. Reason being, 50% sell-on fee, 50%. So I'm thinking, you know, he's worth big money. I still think he's only 19 still. I still think the PSGs, the Bayern Munichs, the Real Madrids, Barcelonas will go in for a big bid. This is my gamble. At the end of this summer, Hendrix gets sold for 60 million. We get a nice little chunk. And we celebrate with a cup of tea because I'm nutty like that. Right. The man that shall not be... Voldemort has left the club again on loan. Nobody wanted him. But Cardiff are paying most of his wages. He's on 30 grand a week. They're paying about 22, which is the best I could do. Good news is his contract runs out at the end of the season because he can fuck right off. Mullers has left the club. He's gone to Hibs for 4 million quid. He's still a good player. His mentals just... let him down a little bit, to be quite honest. But he was good for us. I enjoyed my time with Mullers, decent amount of pace. But he was starting to complain about lack of first-team football. Jim Adkins has gone to Standard Liège for, I don't know why I did that voice, Liège, 6 million quid. Good all-rounder. He's been solid for us for a number of seasons. Solid, if unspectacular. Early doors, I think he was better. The last couple of seasons, his assist has really dropped. Randomly, that season, he scored 3 and got no assists. Did I play him as a striker accidentally? But 6 million quid, and he's on decent money. That's good. Nanny McVie went to Air for 500k. Just never really developed like a solid player, but never played well for us at all. It's not like we didn't give him chances. Look at that. He's consistently shit. So that's a bit of a bummer. Lots of loanies out as well. Van Helsing has been loaned out. He's a good striker, but we got some players in. So I wanted him to get a full season at AZ Alkmaar, and a few others went out on loan. So we got 26.5 million. What do we do with that, you ask? Well, I spent 23 million of it. And a bunch of loanies. We've raided the Premier League and France for some quality players. Hendrix was going to be impossible to replace at his quality level because nobody that good will sign for us. So we had to sort of get in somebody that could develop. So we definitely downgraded on the right mid front, but everywhere else I think we've definitely upgraded. So first off, we got from Stuttgart Diego Almeida for 6 million quid. He is our new right back, our Adkins replacement. He can battle with the other right backs we got at the squad. Very good, solid all-rounder, 21-year-old German. Played amazingly for their B team last year, but also played for Stuttgart. Okay, it's one game, but it counts. But I think he's a very good player. We got Simon Bertram from Hamburger, £10 million, big money signing. But he's going to be our new ball-playing centre-back, because we're all about playing with balls. All right. He's brave, but not that aggressive. So he's like, oh, I'll fucking get you, but don't hit me. Really good heading. He's a natural anchor man, but actually he's a ball-playing defender. 14 passing, 12 vision, 14 technique. He's going to be superb. Only 20 years old. Another German. Didn't do it on purpose. Now, this is Alan Smith, or it's probably Smythe, isn't it? He's our replacement for Hendrix on loan. It's not quite as good. He has the potential to be amazing. He has scored in our 4 Premier League games 4 goals, which I'm quite surprised about. I made sure to get somebody with at least double-figure finishing, even though they're a winger. We see how much they get forward. Some really nice attributes on loan. Very happy with that. Next up, we've got his real name's not Ping Pong, right? Okay, I can't remember what his name is. Oh yeah, Daniel Adjemapong. So we just called him Ping Pong. £7 million from Groningen. He is a 2-footed fullback, so he can play left and right. Obviously, that's, probably didn't need to point that out, but he can play both sides. Decent all-rounder. Ghanaian, so he's perfectly acclimatised to the weather in the Highlands of Scotland. Like, just a really sort of solid, bit more experience than the other guys, which is good, and can play both sides. Next up, we have Andy Campbell Soup, who is our new Vanilla Ice lookalike, apparently. He's our central midfielder. Basically a bit of cover. He was not on too high wages. I don't think we're paying any of his wages. Can play as that central midfielder or as a playmaker. Good experienced player. We have Martin Slater, also on loan from Man City. He's our new left mid option. We've got Gaston, obviously, and this is his sort of backup. Another solid player. Next up, we have Rez Sabo from Monaco. This guy... he's fucking amazing. He's amazing. This is why Van Helsing went out on loan, because this dude is an absolute monster. He's 6'1". He's great in the air. He's a good finisher. He's got good pace. There is nothing wrong with him. We'll break him, but at the moment there is nothing wrong with him. 10 caps for Romania already, 4 goals. The fact that Monaco are happy to loan him out says it all, really, doesn't it? Next up, the amazingly named Joe King. Now, if you have the surname King, okay, just for a little tip for the future, if you have kids, don't call them Joe, okay? Because you're just saying, hey, come and bully my child, please, at school. Even if you think it through, even if you called your kid Joseph and you're like, Joseph King, that's a nice name. Think about the connotations. They're going to call him Joe. It's joking. Just ridiculous. But he's a very, very good ball-playing centre-back. This is the big upgrade this year. Another really solid... he's not quite as ball-playing. He doesn't like playing with his balls as much as the other guy, but it's still an upgrade in that front. And lastly, we have Keith Smith. That's a proper English name. Keith Smith, also on loan from Tottenham. I was going to say wait for him to be Ghanaian or something. He's our new right-back. Bit of a beastly all-rounder, because obviously we've got rid of Nanny McVie and the other one, Adkins. So we needed just some extra depth there, because the new players, you never know how they're quite going to do, and I don't have to pay him much wages, so it's like, even if we never use him and he gets recalled in January, might as well have him in case the other ones do shit. That was my thinking, and he's played well so far. So I think you'll agree, if we look at Alan Smith and compare him with Hendricks is a better player, but like I said, we were never going to get a Hendricks in. Is he injured? Whee. Get wrecked. But he's still pretty damn decent, and he's scoring goals already. So, but the rest of the team is massive upgrades from the likes of Mullers and Jim Adkins and Voldemort and, a few others. We've got decent loanies. Another bit of random news, good news, is that they are expanding the stadium. Once again, we are going... so it's currently reduced by 800. We can live with that. But, where is it? What does it say? I can't remember what it says. There. Yeah, so we're expanding the stadium for 4,000 seats, people. 4,000. Not a bad little stadium now. Still should rename it to the Loki Stadium, but I'm not bitter about that. Right. Where are we now? Okay. Now, catch you up on results. So this is the one of the last episode I recorded with no sound. We beat Hibs 3-1. Muller's I think this was his final game for us. Got himself sent off. No. For them. He got a second yellow card, which I think he did on purpose. As a little tip of the cap, a homage. He said, look, I love Fort William. I'm not going to play against you. Alan Smith, I'm going to call him that. Gaston and Sabo getting the goals. So 3 good goals there. We beat Ray 3-1. Hartley and Sabo with a brace. We beat Falkirk 4-2 in the Cup. Smith, Gaston and Michael King, the young striker, getting the goals. Drew with Killy, 2-2, Smith and McBrearty. And then smashed Livingston. Smith with a brace. Sabo, Hartley and McBrearty. A couple of late goals. Very good. Lovely jubbly. Things are looking good. Here is our chance. This is what's not looking quite as good. Well, actually, if we're thinking about third place, I know it might sound defeatist, but look at the group. We've got Barca, Inter, and Basel. Now, Basel are quite good. For a 4th seed team, yeah, it's tricky. So, I'll take third. To be honest, it was a nasty draw. We've also got Rangers in the quarterfinal of the Betfred Cup. So lots going on. I'm not even at game day. It's gone horribly wrong. Finances-wise, looking good. 32 million. We do have 41 million pounds to spend. Can't really spend it because players are too good for us. The wages got up a little bit. 300k. What were we the sort of last 268? So we've gone up by 30k, but we're still well under budget, almost 100k under budget. So yeah, we've got a solid team. Lots of loanies, but I think this is the way to play this, to be honest. Low wages. There are upgrades on our team, like Sabo's the best player at the club, probably. And we're paying 8.5k for him from Monaco. So it's like, yeah, let's do that. Hartley's wanted by Newcastle. Next, Andy Carroll, with less broken bits. He's not going. He's not going after that majestic season. He was Premiership top goal scorer last season. So, it's just what he does, isn't it? Right, we will awkwardly skip on 14 days to the actual game that I wanted to show you. It's going well, lads. Okay, we're finally there. Minor hiccup. Don't worry about it, boys. Okay, 10 points. Dundee United. Doing well. They played a game more, though. After 4 games, we're the only undefeated team in the league. That's what I'm talking about. When have we got old Celtic Rangers in the league? Celtic. No, not for a while. Okay. Right. Picking a team. Alan Smith was injured on England duty. Unlucky smudge. But we've got Alain Martini to go in. So, Yaros in goal. Almeida started brilliantly at right back. Bertram and Markey right, I think we'll go for. Ping Pong at left back, who's been brilliant. 3 assists so far. Martini needs to kick on, as we said before with Martini. Had lots of sub appearances last season, 15 sub appearances. So you can forgive a little bit of this, but that's still not good enough. So he needs to sort his shit out. Miller McBrearty. It's nice when you plan something and it comes together. Like when I signed McBrearty, I said, him and Miller could be a formidable partnership for years to come. And here we are. They are. Gaston, who's been fucking amazing. What a pickup this was, lads. What a pickup. 1 goal, 5 assists in 4 games so far. Worth every penny of that 9 million quid. Not been called up to the Argentinian squad just yet. Raring to go, though. I bet he's any minute now. Right, Hartley and Sabo are going up top. Just because I can't bring myself to drop Hartley and play Leo Charles. I just can't do it. Hartley, his goals, it's literally his middle name. Okay. You're ready to go, boys. Let's do it. The new look team. The ball-playing aficionados. We're matching up 4-4-2. So hopefully we got better players. So hopefully, if we're matching up like for like, this should be a walkover, he says confidently. That guy got blue hair. Celtic are playing Hibs. They're not a bad side. Let's do this, boys. We're going to walk the league this season. We need to have a shot, though. All this hype. There we go. A long shot. We're on the board. After all that, are we going to have the dullest game in the world? Okay, Motherwell on the attack. Miller with an interesting clearance. Oh, he's kept it in, but managed to keep it. Okay, yeah. The team are just getting used to each other. A little bit of a mix-up. Nothing. His decision to come out was a rash one. I don't think it was it? Was it bad decision to come out? I'm interested to know. No, it really wasn't. He just didn't use his hands and sort of need it. That was the decision was fine. The handling was off. Show some passion, you dickheads. 1 shot. I've been giving it the big uns. Celtic are 2-0 up. Rangers are 1-0 up. Okay, good. Brilliant. Great to be back recording with sound. Really happy. We're champions of Scotland, all right? Show me something else. Like shots, chances, passes, possession, anything, any of those good things. All right, Gaston with a corner. Gone near post this time. It's flicked on. Oh, no. Martini, you so needed that goal. Okay, that's all right. It's all right. It's a good start. Winners. Okay, jump for it, mate. Jump for it. Seriously, you're a centre-back. Oh, Yarrows with a strong hand. That's his wanking hand, so that was always going to be fine. Like fucking concrete. Ping pong away. I had to make sure. I was wondering, like, when I showed you ping pong, when you just saw his name in the transfers, I bet a lot of you were hoping and going, I hope he's not Asian. Because I would say naming an Asian person ping pong would not be all right. But it's all right. It's Ghanaian, so it's fine. He's having a shocker, though. All right, Campbell. Oh, we also got Campbell, the guy we retrained as left back. We got him in loan for another season. Well, that's not good, is it? All right, Leo Charles. Need the homegrown talent coming on. Really, boys? Are we going to lose 1-0? Is that what's happening? Maybe we should push our wingers on like we did. This is similar to our crazy tactic for the journeyman. It's a lot of goals, both sides. What a utterly boring performance. Go on, steal something at the end. Steal it. Here we go. Hartley, Miller, definitely got time. Righty. The centre-back's just hit the crossbar from 25 yards. Okay. They're taking matters into their own hands at this point. Oh, good header on, Martini. He's only little, to be fair. Okay, good. So, I thought this was going to be a breeze this season. I thought, other than, like, Celtic and Rangers that might give us a tough game, I thought we'd just comfortably beat everybody else. And we matched up as well. We've got a better team. This is just a poor all-round performance. I want you lot in training tomorrow. Don't know what we're going to do, but, you know, run around shooting stuff, run between cones. I think that's what they do in it. We don't need to see a slow motion throw in, please, ref. Just blow up. Thank you. Well, good. Good to be back, everybody. 1-0. Whoop. In our penultimate season. Now we're not the only team I didn't want to be the only undefeated team. It'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it? It's like showing off. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're the manager of the team that's just won. Do you feel vindicated in your... Yeah, he said I didn't deserve the manager of the month. And do you feel vindicated in your pre-match criticism, Loki, given that things went in your favour? And he stormed off because of that. Does he struggle with English, perchance? Right, there we go. I think we want to get through the seasons because we want to get enough time for a couple of seasons. So I'm not going to show you every Champions League group game. We'll probably come back for into Rangers, I think we'll come back for next. We'll try and show each of the teams. But into Rangers and then Barcelona Celtic. Couple of easy ones. Right, thank you very much for watching. Sorry about the mistake. Honest mistake. Bit of a shitter. But there we go. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.